To set up your development landscape, you first need to create a sub-account in your global account, then add workflow, business rules, process visibility, and workflow management entitlements in your sub-account. Then you have to enable Business Rules Application Studio subscriptions to create and deploy your workflow and workflow management subscription to access different applications of workflow management capabilities. Then you have to create service instances for each of workflow, business rules, process visibility, and workflow management capabilities. Finally, to access respective applications of workflow management from Launchpad, you have to assign workflow management role collections to your user. To simplify and accelerate the entire onboarding of workflow management in your SAP BTP account, we have introduced Workflow Management Booster. With Workflow Management Booster, you can automatically set up your account without the need of any manual configurations. Booster in general is a guided set of automatic instructions to achieve a specific goal. Workflow Management Booster fully automates the onboarding of workflow, business rules, process visibility, and workflow management capabilities in your account. It will configure entitlements, it will enable workflow management, business application studio, and Launchpad subscriptions. It will create service instances together with service keys. It will create destinations and finally assign all the needed workflow management role collections to the logged in user. For the entire duration of this course, you will be using your SAP BTP trial account to run the exercises. Now let us go to SAP BTP Trial Cockpit and see how you can set up your trial environment using Booster. Open SAP BTP Trial homepage and log in to your trial account. If you are logging in for the first time, then you have to register to SAP BTP Trial account. Click to enter into your trial account. Your trial account will already have a sub-account created for you by default. If you want, you can also create a new sub-account with the new sub-account option. Booster is available in your global account on the left panel. Click to view all the available boosters from different services. Select Digital Process Automation option to find SAP Workflow Management Booster. You can click to enter to know more about what this booster provides. You can see all different components and the subscription which is available with workflow management. If you want to learn more about the different capabilities of workflow management, then you can click on the respective links available in the additional resource section. To run the booster, click on the Start. If you have multiple sub-accounts in your global account, then this screen will pop up where you have to enter the sub-account where you want to run the booster. If you do not have multiple sub-accounts, then booster will automatically be launched. Once the sub-account is selected, you select the space where you want to run the booster and click Finish. It will take 4 to 5 minutes to run the booster and your account will be automatically set up with all the needed workflow management configurations. Once the booster complete, you will find the direct links for the Workflow Management Launchpad to access workflow, business rules, process visibility, and process flexibility applications. Let me now show you what all setup the booster did in your sub-account. First, let's go and check the entitlements. Usually, in your default trial sub-account, all the entitlements will already be assigned. But if you have created a new sub-account in the trial or in your enterprise account, then this might not be the case. So Booster assigns all the needed entitlements with the right plans in your sub-account. Now let's go into subscriptions. Booster enables SAP Business Application Studio, Launchpad service, and workflow management subscriptions in your trial account. SAP Business Application Studio subscription is mandatory if you want to model your workflows. Launchpad subscription is needed if you want to build your custom Launchpad with workflow management applications. And workflow management Launchpad is enabled to quickly give you the access to all the applications of workflow, business rules, process visibility, and process flexibility. Now let's go on to the service instances. So whenever you want to start a workflow or consume, let's say, business rules in your processes or import prepackaged content, you will be needing the credentials delivered as part of the service instances. Booster creates the service instance and one service key for each of the service instances of workflow, business rules, process visibility, and process flexibility. The default instances created by the booster will have a prefix as WM underscore. Now let's see the destinations created by the booster. There are multiple destinations that gets created for different connectivity needs while working with workflow management capabilities. Like these first four destinations are created out of the service instance of process visibility, rules, workflow management, and workflow respectively. And you can use these destinations while configuring these applications in the Launchpad. Then there is an OAuth destinations which you can use while working with principal propagations in workflow. Business rules destination contains all the needed credentials to use business rules APIs while using business rules in workflow or in any of your applications. API Hub destination of business rules is used to import the business rules content from API Hub in business rules editor. And finally is the CF space provider destination, which will basically be used to import the prepackaged content in process flexibility cockpit. So what you have to do is when this destination gets created, it will be created with the dummy password. So you have to change the password to your trial account password and save it. Now moving on to the final activity that the booster did was assigning the role collections to your user. For that, you have to go into the users. To see the role collections assigned to your user, enter your trial account user email and click on show assignments. And you will see that all the four different role collections of the workflow management is being assigned to your user. Plus, it will also assign the business application studio role, which will be needed when you are working with workflows. For this Open SAP course, you will also have to have some additional setup done. For this, navigate to your workflow management launchpad and click on Process Flexibility Cockpit. From the Process Flexibility Cockpit, go to Discover Packages and search for Sample Capital Expenditure Approval Process. This sample capital expenditure process contains the sample workflow, rules, and process visibility. So you have to import this sample capital expenditure approval process into your account. Once the capital expenditure process is imported, you can find it in your process flexibility cockpit. Go into the sample capital expenditure process and you will find the variant, the decisions, and the visibility scenarios that are available with this sample. So you have to go into determine all approvers decision. And activate this decision. This operation is needed because you will be using this business rules ID while modeling the workflows in the upcoming unit. With this, your setup is now completed.